love the smell of tutti oil, high-octane fuel and burning rubber, you'll really love where I am right now. Welcome to the 10th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet, what's arguably India's biggest drag meet ever. I'm going to take you through the entire festival, showing you what the vibe of the entire event is, and just taking you along for the ride in general. So before we proceed, if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up, share this with like-minded enthusiasts, and smash that bell icon to stay notified for more content like this. Held over 3 exhilarating days at the Taneja Aerospace and Aviation Limited in Hosur, the Vroom Drag Meet showcases some of the most spectacularly modified vehicles in the country. We're not talking about ultra-rare, pristine machines, but rather bespoke cars and bikes customized with one goal: to dominate the quarter mile. Fan favorite, the Imzilla, a Nissan GTR with over 1300 horsepower, left spectators in awe. Watching Imran Majid deploy the parachute to tame the beast before it overshoots the airstrips is nothing short of spectacular. So we're here with Imran, who's arguably been posting some of the fastest times and also has arguably the coolest car over here. So Imran, how's this 10th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet going for you?
I'm really impressed with the way it's been organized. Every participant's been given a pit to park in. So you have space to work, you have space to keep your tools. Our trucks and our crew trucks at the back are parked. He's organized it really well, and what I do appreciate is that even the crowd that he's let in, he's got the spectator area very strictly cordoned off. He's not letting anyone drive around the pits as in how they feel like.
Right.
One thing what I would really give it to him for is he's washed the damn track.
Yeah.
So that's a real big salute to him, because no one really cares about it and how clean the track is, but he's really gone the extra mile to clean it up, make sure that everyone does good times, and he's not doing it just that someone does a good time. He's wanting that everyone excels and gets the best out of their cars here, and it's fabulous. I'm super happy with it.
Now let's go on to the more fun stuff.
Yeah.
What sort of competition do you see for your car?
We have a lot of competitors. I'm building this car totally for the community to start pulling their socks up, to start pushing, and to start experimenting, exploring a lot, because everyone's like stopped doing that off late. And right now, I think with me setting times and setting a benchmark, we've got a lot of competitors, but I don't see any competition right now.
Okay, so what sort of power is your car pushing now?
Right now we're running at about 1350. We're still, to be honest, at this edition, we're still dialing it in because I've got a complete new setup.
On 4 wheels, the diversity is astounding. From humble Maruti Suzuki Zens outpacing cars worth 8 to 10 times their prices, to luxurious Lamborghinis and Porsche 911s, and even diesel trucks belching smoke like mobile barbecue machines. There is something for every speed enthusiast to enjoy. So I have with me Joel, who runs Race Concepts, and he has a really interesting car over here. Joel, why don't you tell us about the car?
Yes, hi. What we have here is an Accord all-wheel drive. It's a one of its kind. It's probably the first in the world. It's based on the 2004-2006 Accord. It's a lot of work for us. That's taken us nearly close to a year to put this together. We started this car out as a front-wheel drive 600 plus horsepower package in 2019. And here we are with a 750-800 horsepower version of it in all-wheel drive trim. We had about close to 6 months of work converting this car from a front-wheel drive to all-wheel, and it's clocked the best of 11.3, 11.4 to the quarter, and a 0 to 100 in the early to mid 3 seconds. So it is clearly in the supercar league. What we call a tin can like this, we managed to turn it around into something really exotic. These are cars which are heavily neglected, but they're extremely well built, and one of the most pinnacle products of Honda that they sold in India.
Okay, so now we have with us Rahul, who owns the Harmonix tuning team. He has a few crazy cars that he's been running in the show this time. Tell us a little bit about your cars.
So today we've come with a G82 M4, an Audi TT, 2 M340is, a Superb, and a A45 AMG as well.
Awesome. So how are your cars doing in the run?
The cars have done really good. So far, we won about 21 trophies and mostly placing on the podium in every single class that we've entered in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so now these cars are your babies, of course you love them.
Yeah.
But which cars did you like that weren't yours?
First, obviously, Imran Majid's GTR. That thing has been setting records year after year, and it's very impressive to see him put down that kind of power. Second is the RS6 on Cunotronics. That car is literally a 2200 kg boat, and seeing that car consistently clock 10.3s and 10.4s year round is very, very impressive.
Right, and what was the one car that was in your class that you were a little nervous that might give you all competition?
Again, the GTR and the RS6.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were the third quickest after both of those cars.
Awesome. Now don't go thinking this is an event for cars only. The two-wheel aficionados weren't left behind. Lightweight custom two-stroke motorcycles, often outclassing even the later class superbikes, steal the show. And if you're here for raw power, you can witness Hayabusas and ZX-14Rs with their extended swing arms launching off the line with breathtaking speed. We have with us Baba Blaze. He was riding a very interesting 20-year-old Kawasaki ZX-12. So what was your experience like?
Oh well, fantastic I should say. I've been racing this bike for around close to around 8 to 10 years as of now, and today it's done really well. So the last I rode the bike was around 10.3 and today I did a 10.2.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Which has actually beaten a lot of new gen motorcycles also. So I'm quite happy. I also rode the KTM RC8.
Oh, that was you as well.
The RC8 and that we have got a third place here.
Awesome. So now you brought up old bikes. This is very nice because that's what I wanted to talk about. You have a lot of these bespoke, mostly two-stroke, drag-made bikes that are really small, just barely the engine and the chassis holding things together, and they're clocking some seriously fast times. What do you think about that?
I mean, I've been racing for close to around 25 years now. That's where we all started from. I don't think ever we have the new generation bikes today with all the electronics and everything to basically ride
200 plus horsepower and all of that.
200 plus horsepower. But the kind of feel that we get from a two-stroke carbureted version, I mean, that's totally different. Just like when you look at MotoGP, Rossi always says the 500cc two-stroke NSR is something else with the new generation four-stroke motorcycles. So yeah, I mean, that's where our heart is, but this is where physically we have to ride.
Awesome. And do you plan to start riding bikes as well?
Yeah, I would like to start riding bikes a lot. I like bikes. It's my wish to race.
Are we going to be seeing you on the drag strip soon?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. For a jaw-dropping spectacle, the wheelie class is where it is at. Here you get to watch as riders cross the start line with their front wheel high in the air, only touching down after the quarter-mile mark. A visual treat that has the crowd on their feet. And when you crave some close-quarter action, Sanam Saikhon delivers. His 2JZ swap Lexus drifting with tires ablaze ensure that you feel the thrill up close and personal, pulling your soul back just in time as he skims past. So what do you think about the Vroom Drag Meet?
So the Vroom Drag Meet is pretty amazing. And it's my first time here, but then it's my first time I'm having a lot of fun looking at all the various vehicles.
Right.
It's all modified and all the track race.
This is the craziest event. Me and my friends really enjoyed it. The cars are really crazy. I really like the Kawasaki's and the Hayabusas. They were just deafening.
Cars or bikes?
Cars any day. Cars any day.
Which is the favorite car you saw here so far?
Here, it was the Nissan GTR.
GTR?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Okay, hi. So I'm coming here for the first time, and oh my god, I am amazed. I have never seen these bikes, especially right now. I think they're not racing; they're just flying at this point.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing to be here.
So how is the event going for you so far?
Yeah, it's been very nice, I'd say. Like, very interesting, a lot of track spec bikes. I mean, probably it's my first time here, so very interesting.
So you're a bike guy or a car guy?
I'm a bike guy, yeah.
Okay, so you've seen some of the bespoke drag spec bikes, they're really lowered down,
Yeah.
fully naked,
Yeah.
just the bare minimum,
Yeah.
and you've seen the super bikes.
Yeah.
And you can see that the smaller bikes with like 300-400cc engines
Yeah.
are
They're able to
doing
catch
nearly as fast as
Yeah.
1000-1400cc bikes. So which do you prefer?
To me, personally, I prefer the super bikes.
Right.
Because maybe there's a bit more a wow factor to the super bikes. It looks better than the drag
Right.
specs. But in terms of, I'm an engineer, so in terms of the pure engineering things, yeah, I'd also like the...
Right.
It's the first time I'm being on a track race. Saying this, like, I'm
getting more interest on the inline force zones and all.
Right. The Vroom Drag Meet is more than just racing. It's a gathering for petrol heads, a haven where you can get up close and personal with the machines and meet the masterminds behind them, and maybe, just maybe, get some tips to make your ride faster. Now, whether you're here for inspiration or camaraderie, this event embodies the spirit of grassroots motorsports. Events like these are what keep the heart of motorsport beating. So, you must visit the Vroom Drag Meet the next time you're in town.
Alright, so we have with us Tariq. He's the organizer of Vroom Ease, where the inception of Vroom happened. So Tariq, why don't you tell us how this whole thing came to being?
Well, this is a passion that turned into a profession. I have raced in my life, when it comes to drag racing, I've raced from the year 2000 to 2001 for about 6 to 7 years, till 2007. Then after racing, it was a journey that, it got me some podiums and I was winning and everything. And after that, when the drag racing kind of came to a halt in Bangalore, then after a decade, in 2016, I came up with an idea that why don't we host it ourselves. So it was a lot of challenges, were faced, and a lot of support came in through, So it was good. It was a good platform. A lot of struggle. A lot of organizing tactics that we had to go through. We had to understand, what is the kind of a crowd that we're talking about, what are the kind of, participants that we're looking for. So since I was a participant myself, so I had, I knew how the chemistry would work. So with respect to organizing, since I come from a lot of, corporate background, so it made my job a little easier to get things organized.
Hi Mandeep, so can you tell us what you're doing here at the Vroom?
When you're doing a motorsport, there is levels of officials involved. Right from, as you know, that they have officials from the Federation of Motorsport Clubs of India. They call us stewards. Then you have the technical representative who are the scrutineers. So my job as a COC, I'm the clerk of the course. So what is a clerk of the course? It's my job to run the event as per the rules. And I control the safety, I see everything is in place, medical is in place, all the exercise to follow the safety, barricade, everything. So that's my job as a COC to run the event.
Right. So that is all real serious, very important stuff, and that makes sure everything runs properly. Yeah. But now on a more light-hearted note, what was your favorite car and what was your favorite bike that ran away?
Okay, so see, I always like what is built, not bought, right? So I'll start with the two-wheelers as well. So for me, the favorite classes what I have is the two strokes, of course. So there are no two ways about it. These boys spend so much time, money and energy. And it is not out of place to mention that if we have about, for an example, 60 guys taking part, out of 60, 40 will be tuners. So in terms of motorsport, it can be one of the biggest because you'll have 40 tuners in it. Then comes our Indian builds, like race concepts and other. So those are my favorites too. It's not the bought cars, fortunately, but it's the built cars is what I like.
It makes things that much nicer, no?
Yes, the smell only makes things smooth for us.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much, and hope to see you soon on the next one.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Now we have with us an icon, a legend, Subhash Chandra Bose. Everyone knows him as Bullet Bose. He's the chief scrutineer over here. So, sir, what was your favorite car and your favorite bike over here?
The favorite bike I ride is not here.
Okay.
My favorite bike is the Royal Enfield Bullet.
Right.
But of course, I like all the other bikes which have been running here. It's very good actually. But when we were there, we didn't have this bike. The younger generation is very lucky to get all the latest generation.
Right.
So we have lived with the Royal Enfield Bullet, so we like the Royal Enfield.
Awesome. And what's your favorite car?
Favorite car is Maruti 800.
Awesome. I really like that.
The fastest cars at the 2024 Vroom Drag Meet was Imran Majid's insane Nissan GTR, which pushes over 1000 bhp. This clocked a blisteringly quick time of 9.346 seconds in the quarter mile. Save for its rear fenders, this car has a full carbon fiber body which is made in India. There were other very fast cars too, like Yajur Miglani's Polo GTI, which ran 11.973 second quarter mile. This tiny hatchback's 470 bhp and is the fastest car of its kind in the country. The 10th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet also played host to the 2024 FMSCI Indian National Drag Racing Championship, which was divided across 12 categories. The K3 class, which is 1451cc to 1650cc, was dominated by Team Race Concepts Motorsports, who ran their Honda City VTEC Autocross special car. With Mohammad Afaq Amin behind the wheel, it set a time of 14.68 seconds across the quarter mile. With the time of 14.44 seconds, the K4 class, which is 1651cc to 2051cc, was won by Trishal MS of Team Tunomatics in his 1-litre Volkswagen Polo. But wait, that's not all. The team also bagged the P1 in the K7, that is the 3061 to 4002cc class, the L4, the 1651cc to 2050cc class, the L6, which is the 2551cc to the 3060 class, the M1 Open, which is up to 2750cc, and the M2 Open, which is up to 4003cc category, with a Stage 3 Plus Octavia VRS, a diesel Jetta, a Stage 3 diesel BMW X3, a Stage 3 Plus VW Amio, and more. Phew, that's a lot. Team DB Motorsports drag spec Maruti Suzuki S team, which is running a turbocharged G13B engine, won the K5 class, and the K8 category was won by Harmonix Tuning's Darshan Sasalu, who was driving a 650 bhp BMW M4. Finally, the M3, which is the unlimited, and the N1, which is the unrestricted class, saw a tie between Team Kickshift's Manic Nissan GTR, which also holds the title for the fastest car in the country, and the tie was between the Tunotronic Stream's Audi RS6 Avant, which is also a 1000 plus bhp monster.
And with that, the 10th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet comes to a close. It was a roaring success, and what we will just start the presentation is merely a glimpse of all the action that actually happens over here. So, if you want to experience it, make sure you come down here the next time, because this is an experience you will not regret. You have some really fast cars, some really seemingly basic cars that make way more power than they need to be making, going way fast down the track strip. You have plenty of bikes like the Hayabusa, you have this M1000RR, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is so many exotic machines, so many everyday machines that you see with a whole lot of power. Everyone's just out here having a great time, and if you come here, you'll be having a great time too. So with that, I say goodbye. As always, thank you for watching.